here to talk about pets, pet nutrition, and wellness, anything that can help our fur children live a longer, vibrant, and happier lives.
All right.
Yeah. Welcome to
Welcome to
Vital Pet
Vital
Life
Pet Life.
Podcast.
Hey guys, Dr. Amber here. Today I'm taking over the Vital Pet Life podcast, and I'm going to talk to someone very special today, someone who has such a strong vision and mission of helping dogs and cats and other animals, especially rescue animals. Today, we'll learn how she started Vital Pet Life and the journey since starting. I also want to mention that today is Vital Pet Life's 6th-year birthday. So happy birthday, Vital Pet Life. We're so excited for this milestone. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to the Chief Treat Lady of Vital Pet Life, Donnie.
Yay. Hi, Dr. Amber. Thank you so much for starting this podcast with me.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm glad to talk to you today.
Yeah, I am too. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Can't complain.
Yeah, you're enjoying the weather.
I'm ready for spring at this point, but we really did need the snow, so it's okay.
Yeah, same with me. I'm having like cabin fever already because it's been raining and Tuxedo wanted to go out and we only get to have like maybe like a portion of the day having sun and a few minutes to go out, but we're fine. We need the water. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you first off, how did you start Vital Pet Life?
Oh, wow. So, yeah, we began in 2017. It was pretty much because of Tux. He was experiencing itchy skin and coat, and I was looking for a natural way, like natural, clean, like sustainable solution for his itchy skin. And I remember that, fish oil. I didn't even know anything about salmon oil yet has a really good benefit when it comes to like dry, itchy skin because of the omega-3s. And
Mm-hmm.
I was looking around and I saw like the one fish oil that I got was from a local retail store here in LA. It was,
Mm-hmm.
I think, 4 ounces, but it was super expensive. And I think back then too, like I was like looking for ways while I was trying to build my business. Like it was a clothing business that I was starting during that time. And I was trying to figure out a way to have like a side income while waiting for my production for the clothing business to happen. And
Mm-hmm.
I stumbled upon a webinar and, it basically rolled over to like, okay, like if there's anything that I can sell on this e-com platform that I learned on the webinar, maybe it could be a pet supplement. Like I never thought I'll be in the space, but it just happened that, we were trying to heal him. And I was always thinking about every time I'm in Amazon looking at all the pet supplement that were available in the market. And I remember that the only product I can buy was a 4 ounces like bottle of fish oil, which was around like $20. And I'm like, that is
Mm-hmm.
super expensive. Like,
Wow.
that's when I'm like, oh, maybe there was a market for a better solution. And I bet there's other pet parents like me who are like figuring out whether I'm gonna buy a 4 ounces bottle for like $20 or maybe I can buy because there was no mid-range product by the time. And I think that was really the main focus to try out something that, you know, that will be within a certain price point, but a bigger bottle. So
Okay.
yeah, and discovering the healing powers of the oil and seeing the results on Tuxedo really helped us like build a brand and started selling on Amazon. That's how we did it.
That's really cool that you took like your real world experience with Tuxedo and turned it into this really cool business, this cool thing that you guys are doing now.
Yeah, because I figured My problem was like, is not just, limited to me. I bet a lot of like pet parents out there has the same issues too, like trying to see whether like where I can find like a solution to like a pet's problem, but at the same time, like could be more money worth the price that you're paying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but then the ingredients shouldn't be compromised. So that was really the mission, like when we did it, like having something affordable, clean, and not a lot of people can have access to that. And I'm also very sensitive to chemicals, and I really want to be sure that, whatever Tuxedo gets, like I'm sure like has to be clean. Like it had to
Yeah.
be like not just sustainable. My mindset back then in 2017 was really into sustainability, but I never really thought that I can like it will be parlay to like the pet industry because my background was in fashion. I was doing children's clothing line. I learned so much about sustainability in the fashion industry. Like that was the first, you know, I think that's when the conversation started for sustainability back in 2017. And I learned
Hmm.
so much about it, but I really didn't know that it could be transferable to pets. And now it took like 6 years for us to be, certified MSC, like learning all those practices that we can add in our company to be sustainable. And
Yeah.
I didn't even know how much the ocean is I mean, of course I understand like, climate change and all those stuff, but I'm just saying like there's just so much like connection between, you know, like COVID, like the supply chain, like it's just really going deeper and deeper into the industry, and somebody has to do something about like, fixing the problem, or I don't know. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to, yeah. I'm very little. I'm compared to all the bigger companies, but I just want to do what I can do, the best that I can do to give like pet parents out there like a peace of mind, and at the
Yeah.
same time giving the dogs, giving the cats like a clean and healthy product, right?
Sure. I mean, I think fish oil is so beneficial for their health, but you also want to make sure that you're not destroying the ocean or the fish
Right.
population, and
Yeah.
that the clean part of it. I mean, you think about taking a whole fish and distilling it down into this really concentrated oil.
Yeah.
And so you can have, if you're not careful, you can concentrate toxins into
Yeah.
something like that. So
Yeah, that's very important. Like, I feel like where we're at, like, in the company, like we're very lucky, though it took 6 years, but there's a lot of like learning curve. But every learning curve that we encountered really just gave us the opportunity to really like up the game in our sourcing, supplier, third party certifiers, like really, really making sure that everything we put out there will really get the purest and the cleanest oil. And at the same time, like the animal that will be taking it will really be getting the right like omega-3s that they need, you know.
yes.
Yeah. So we just don't get fish out of like a certain fishery and like, oh, dump it on the oil. Like it needs to be qualified if there's toxins in it, if the fish that we're getting or we're using have the same like omega-3s and 6, like those like actives that they have in their system needed to be perfect, or not perfect, but at least like suitable for their body. Like I even
Yes.
learned about like there's a long chain and short chain, all those like scientific like stuff that I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea. But yes, that's what we're doing. And it every day like it makes me wake up and be excited to start my day, to learn more about how I can like make the product better, just elevating it, um yeah.
That is really cool.
I know.
So, back in 2017, when you started Vital Pet Life, what was your first product? What did you start with?
Oh, I started with just one bottle. So I remember I said I was trying to look for like a product that basically will be more accessible and at the same time like that's worth the amount that you're gonna pay. So
Yeah.
we use I think we launched 16 ounces and for like probably 2 years. Yeah, that was our first product. Like and then in 2018 we released I think the 32 ounces and then a shampoo after that. And then we saw that, oh, you know what, we can go to 8 ounces. So it was like really slow because I wanted everything to be intentional, like whatever we
Mm-hmm.
put out. Like I could have gone like wider, like compare like when you see all these pet products that are out there, they have all this like wide range of like products. There's a treat, salmon treat infused with like CBD and all those stuff. But to me, I feel like the animal doesn't really need this much because I myself doesn't really if I can, I don't really want to take a lot of vitamins if I could.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm just if there's one vitamin that can have give me all the nutrients I'm gonna have, like that's what I'm gonna do. And I figured like having the fish oil has a lot of benefits to the animal. And I'm like, oh, why go wide? Like if we can, just slowly like release products that are intentional. So it
Mm-hmm.
was pretty slow. So 2017, 16 ounces. 2018, I think the 32, because I saw that there was a gap again in the market. And then I figured now that I had those two bottles, maybe I can pair it with a shampoo, like a clean shampoo. Because, like, I'm basically cleaning or, targeting the inside problem. And then why not take care of the outside? So, yeah, it was like an inside outside pairing. And then I think 2018 too, that's when we launched the 8 ounces. And it took a while for us to even like create another product because we were really just having because we're a small business, we're a small family business. There was a huge traction for
Mm-hmm.
our product. So we were slowly just releasing things. And I think the whole 2019, I was really focused on like, what is the next target product for me? And I did a lot of research for mobility because I feel like that was the next, like I see a lot of like issues with animals with joint support,
Mm-hmm.
as they age. And I feel like everything that I put out there is just based on like tuxedo's life stages, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pet parent. That's why I'm like, my mind works as if like, what is it that my pet needs? And I try to mimic it to like my consumers. Like, I bet we have the same problem. So I try to help them by, using my craziness by digging deeper and finding like solutions to this like problem. So yeah. And it's crazy, like, how we're very fortunate that we're given this like chance to build a company that is very niche, very focused. Like now I feel like I'm really going down the rabbit hole of fish industry
Mm-hmm.
by elevating all this like you know having a third party. Like I really want to know, like from the very beginning, to be honest, like oh my God, from the very beginning, the first question I asked my suppliers was like, can you tell me who caught my fish? And they were
Tell
like,
me the
oh, there's no
name
way.
of the
Yeah.
fisherman on that boat.
Yeah. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm that kind of person. Like I'm like, I want to know who caught my fish, or I want to know which vessel basically fish this scoop of like or gallon of oil. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where my mind was. And I may not know who, but at least I can trust the fishery that we get it from. And I know it was handled sustainably. Like, we have all the certification. We have MSC certification wherein it certifies like all the oil was handled like in a sustainable way. And
Okay.
second, which we did launch a month ago, we have the Arrivo certification, wherein it's an evidence-based certification that determines what kind of protein or where the fish came from. So it's kind of exciting because we're the first pet wellness or pet supplement company in the US to be Orivo certified.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's really exciting. And I hope everybody that listens or all company that listens will also do a third party certification or be with Orivo, like, because it demonstrates the traceability of our product. And because of because of this, like, because of this, how do you call that, like, traceability or process or certification, we build trust by, it will help gain trust from our consumers that whatever it is that we put out there, it's really clean. You can trace it. We can always go back to the supplier if there's something that's, causing the dog to be upset or if it's bad.
Right.
Basically, we just wanted to be accountable with what product we put out, and I want to do that. Yeah.
No, I think that's great. I think too many of us don't know where our food comes from, or we don't know how to read labels, or we can't trust the
Yeah,
labels that are there. And so to build your company on that
definitely.
trust, and to really, you put that mission out there that you want to have it clean and sustainable, and you have the evidence of that too. It's not just a line that you're giving people.
Yeah, and it's not just like a label stamp on it. Like every production from our supplier, it gets tested to Norway, and basically will determine like what's in the product. And then before we put all the products in, I mean the stamp in our bottle, like you can basically Google it and trace like, okay, this number here in the bottle, it says this, and you can go to the website and see that where it came from.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's really exciting. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I love it. And I think that's always been my dream to really know, as I said, like I'm the crazy person that wanted to know who caught my fish.
No,
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, we know the farmer who, produces the beef that we buy every year. So we've been to
See,
their
like why
farm,
can't
we've seen the cows, we've seen how happy and well taken care of they are. And yeah, so I think it's really cool that you guys are doing that with your salmon oil.
yeah, and I'm excited because like we're pioneering, but even if we're small, it just shows that, it doesn't really matter if you're a small company or a big company. I mean, I do know a lot of um family-owned businesses that are really, really making a difference, like being a B certified company, like trying to, it takes a lot of like work just to get certified. And I commend that. And I to me, like, wow, this is just the beginning for us.
Well, I am excited to see what happens next with Vital
Yeah,
Pet Life.
yeah, right.
Well, thank you so much, Donnie, for talking to me today.
Yes, anytime. Like, I'm so excited that we are doing this podcast. This is our first Vital Pet Life podcast. And yeah, I'm excited to discover, to talk, or, discuss like things about pets and how we can help them, like in their next episode. Thank you so much, too, Dr. Amber.
Well, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Don't forget to follow our channel for more talk about pets, tips, advice, and other fun stuff. Happy birthday once again to Vital Pet Life. We're so excited to celebrate with you. This is Dr. Amber, your official veterinarian at Vital Pet Life. Until next time.